and welcome to the semi-final of the World Cup of Wargame European Escalation. Today we have FIFA playing as NATO on Charlie and Alpha against Elukka playing PACT, staying only on Lima. So the winner of this match will encounter Delta in the final of the World Cup. Good luck to both players. So in terms of deployment, we have the usual light units on FIVA's side. He apparently likes to put his units like if they were on disposal. You got two Saracens, one AMX 10P here, the same squad over here, and same over there if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you got similar things over there. You've got big groups of units over here. You've got the AML 90 Lynx, you've got the VABs over here, you've got the ERC 90 Sage. Oh my god, I'm so used to saying that in French. Saracen over here. Saracen Vizels over here, the Saracen and a commander, the M577G, and over here another commander, the M577 CPC, with two VABs defending it. So basically a lot of rifle infantry, a lot of anti-air in the Saracens, so probably blowpipes. And on the left side, a third commander, the M577G, defended by one ACAV recon, so one over-armed recon, and a lot of light vehicles once more, a bit everywhere. A couple of Gazelles, one here, one over there, and that's pretty much it. On Elukka's side, we've got a couple of heavy tanks, T80 and T62M1, which is more a medium tank with a heavy ATGM than a heavy tank, but heavy in its damage output, I would say. T80, very good tank. And other than that, the usual rifle infantry, a bit of supply here. Rifle infantry defending the commander that will probably go on Hotel or India. Same for this guy also, I imagine. On Lima, one commander here defended by a few BTRs, infantry squads, ME9, and the couple of heavy tanks. Let's go for this second and last semi-final for the World Cup. So no fob on FIVA's side and 3 commanders for FIVA against only 2 for Elukka. We'll see how this will turn out. Both players look like they are going directly for India. We've got a big army, well, big. A lot of small units, but quite numerous army with a lot of infantry and autocannon units coming in right for Bravo or probably for India, as players usually do in this map. On this map, it's usually a big attack and a big battle in India to capture the most, the most expensive sector. So we've got Vizels, Saracens coming in right directly into India. We've got 2 small armies on the right and on the left, and the first battle is going on Kilo. With the Gazelle being shot at by the Selkares and the Grenzer. Elukka made the first kill in this game. So first encounter in Kilo. We've got the small army coming in right here, stopping and starting to charge onto Kilo. On the right side, the army is going directly at the other side of the map, and both players are ready to capture India. We've got the commander here, the Russian commander already capping India. So small economic advantage for Elukka, but Elukka that uncaps the sector. He has detected both armies thanks to a nice recon management here. He has detected both similar armies, the Lynx, the transports, the Bradley coming in over here, and same thing over here, Lynx and transports coming in. So he knows he is being attacked from all 3 sides here on this sector. So he very smartly pulled back his commander. So that's usually how games play in this map, big battle in the middle. In this one, it's not really the case. We've got a big attack from FIVA, but his opponent, Elukka, isn't doing the same thing. He has very prudently pulled back his commander and leaving the few units he has over here to slow down a bit the NATO offensive. On the left side, Charlie is still capping, and Alpha is uncapped. The commander is being sent on Foxtrot or Golf or Hotel, whatever. We'll see that a bit later. Coming back onto Golf, FIVA has been pushed back from this sector. He is still controlling this forest and the city, but has failed to capture the forest between Juliet and Kilo. FIVA is still leading in this game, 170 points to 110. The points maintained, well, kept as in reserve by Elukka, have been used to buy two squads of 2 Me-17 helicopters, so rocket helicopters, that will try to kill every single light unit over here. Back on the right side, the transports have just crossed each other, they don't stop to kill, and the commander is in a very dangerous place here. The Mochusen are panicked, but they are capable to aim at the commander, and they kill him. One rocket in the rear armor. That's a very, very big loss. One big lack of management micro of units over here. FIFA just sent his commander probably to hotel if he was going the same way as these transports, to encircle Elukka, but he forgot about, well, he didn't see the transport here and lost the transport. That's a big, big loss for Elukka, for FIFA, sorry. 220 points given to his opponent freely. So that's 435 versus 273. That's nearly 200 points advantage. Well, yeah, 160 advantage for Elukka. So he is quite in a good shape. He has uncapped India, but the commander has gone all the way around and is capping Kilo. He is now still in a good spot, I may say. It's 4 and 6 points for FIFA against 5, so it's not that bad a position. FIFA has uncapped Charlie, probably going to cap Juliet to have reinforcements coming in closer to his opponent, and India has been uncapped. FIFA is sending the commander probably directly into a hotel. So we can see here FIFA's aggressive strategy is continuing. He wants to end this game pretty quickly. He's still charging on Lima, going directly for the forests over here. Unfortunately for him, the Me-17s are waiting for him. There are 4 of them waiting, and well, the VABs and the Lynx and everything else will have a hard time dealing with these helicopters. Same thing with the tanks. If the heavy tanks come back, they'll just slaughter everything. There is no heavy tank, no ATGM over there. Elukka should pull back his tanks. Unfortunately, he's got quite a small defense here, but no real menace in front of him. He could send his tanks over there to hold the line. Instead of that, he's pulling a bit back his commander in order to avoid losing it stupidly. He's got a lot of recon around it, so it's quite okay. T-62 is coming back. Not really a precise tank, so can't do much with it. The T-80 should come back, but it is waiting over here. Don't know if Elukka forgot about it or just wanting to defend this sector. So on the right side over here, the defense of Elukka is holding pretty well, pushing back FIFA just below the hill over here. Unfortunately, in the north of the map, just up Lima, on top of Lima, we've got VABs and chasseurs, yeah, as you wish, coming in to, well, probably disrupt the reinforcement line. That's going to be a pretty hard thing to unlock. If chasseurs come in here, it's going to be a real pain for Elukka to bring back reinforcements. He is sending SPWs, so transports, to defend the forest. Unfortunately, the VABs will be there first. Will he be able to kill the chasseur? Probably. They aren't ranked, so it could be quite easy if he disembarks his troops early enough. FIFA still behind in this game, behind 350 points behind Elukka. He's in a really bad shape. He is behind economically. He has chosen to uncap India and cap Hotel instead. 4 points against 5. One commander just moving a little here to avoid being attacked by infantry just behind. So the commander, 5 points versus 4. Elukka has the upper hand in this game, but it is FIFA who is pushing and keeping the pressure on his opponents by attacking everywhere. He's trying to recap the forest between Juliet and Kilo with 8 Fusilier squads. They aren't experienced, but their number should prevail over the elite Vizat carry units. There are only 10 left, only 2 squads left, but only 5 guys left against 80. It's going to be really hard. And here we go. Transports are killed. Vizat carry are nearly killed. 2 SPWs won't rebalance the fight here. The Fusiliers are going straight into the forest at this point. So forest lost by Elukka. Little VAB here killed by the Me-17s. The BRDM2U just pulled back a bit. to make sure he wasn't killed stupidly, but Kilo is recapped quite quickly. Back into Lima, onto Lima, the Chasseurs have been able to disrupt a bit the reinforcement line. Unfortunately for Fiva, the Motrutzen have finally managed to push them back. The Chasseurs aren't all dead, but they are a bit panicked, and well, only 1 HP left in this squad. It's gonna be pretty hard. Fiva is still putting some pressure, killing the last units in the city over here, attacking with the Lanks all the way above here, and Lima isn't captured anymore. Elukka is tired of fighting for the reinforcement zone here. So he decides to uncap Lima and cap Mike instead to have a clear reinforcement line. Unfortunately, Fiva is already preparing his sneaky disruption over here by sending 1 chasseur and probably more troops after that. Back onto Kilo, Forest and City have been controlled by Fiva, have been captured by Fiva. The TAT is still fighting here, trying to push back the Fusiliers. He's doing quite a good job. Unfortunately, 1 Bradley is coming in up here. Sorry. And 1 ATGM could deal a lot of damage. Will the TAT see it and pull back in time? It doesn't look like it. He is not moving, and the Bradley shooting an ATGM. What is the TAT doing? The TAT, oh, what a nice decision. The TAT is showing its flank to the ATGM. That's pretty smart. So very nice kill by the Bradley over here, who sniped the TAT. So that's a really nice management by Fiva. A lot of players would just, you know, send in the Bradley to try to kill anything they find, because it's quite a good unit. I mean, you know, it's a 1900 meter range autocannon, 10-14 ATGM, so it's pretty good. But Fiva uses it really well. He just leaves it behind and uses it when he needs to. Just moved it forward and did only 1 kill in the game for now, but it was the most crucial kill, the TAT, the tank that could have held the entire flank by itself on this side, in my opinion. He would have put the T-62M1 and the TAT over here. He could have killed a lot of units, the Saracens, the VABs, the Lanks, the Chasseurs, everything. But unfortunately he chose to put them here, and it's a pretty bad choice. They aren't really useful. There are a lot of cities and forests over here. I think Elukka made a bit of a strategic mistake at this point. Over back on Hotel, Fiva has uncapped the sector and is going directly for Lima. He is really continuing his strategy of encircling and putting a lot of pressure on Elukka. On the reinforcement line of Mike, we've got artillery sent in. We've got Motrutzen fighting against the Chasseur, trying to hold. 20 Fusiliers are coming, and it's going to be hard for the German infantry squads, and especially with the AML-60 shelling, even if it's not pretty useful. BTR sent in, and tanks sent in. That's pretty unusual. Even cheapest tanks aren't really good at clearing infantry in forests. He shouldn't be buying tanks. Maybe he hasn't got any infantry left, but that would be quite surprising, honestly. Back on Lima, we've got a bit of a fuel fuel shortage over here, and Elukka's defense is thinning every minute in this game. If Fiva is coming back, coming back in terms of points. He's got only 60 points left between him and his opponent. He is reducing the gap between him and his opponent. He is really coming back in this game, still maintaining the pressure, and apparently for now it is paying off. He is going to make a comeback, only 30 points behind his opponent. 44 points. And a very small defense by Elukka. So here, once more, that's a great management by Red Brother management, and yeah, the heavy tank should have been over there. Over here, one small big battle between the different armies to hold the reinforcement line. T-62's coming in, they are just getting killed by the tanks. It's totally useless sending tanks. I mean, even if they get a clear shot on the squad, they'll shoot only 2 or 3 guys with their HE, 2 or 3, maybe 5 at the most, while infantry squads with 1 rocket they kill a tank. So it's like 1 20-point tank versus 1 10-point squad. When you take the Chasseur, it's 8 points and it's rank 3. So it's really not a good choice here to send in tanks in the forest. It's pretty much 40 points, and in this case 5 times, well, 100 points more given to his opponents. That's another mistake Elukka makes in his game, not putting heavy tanks on the right front and sending in light tanks in the forest against infantry. Well, at least it would have been flamethrower tanks, I would have understood a bit, but straightforward TCC2s, not really convinced here. Not really convinced at all. Back in the hot zone, we've got the fob has been shot by the Lynx over here. That's a really hard thing for Elukka. His ME17 won't be able to resupply, and well, who cares? The Roland 2 has just arrived and will try to snipe the ME17. ME17 is getting killed, and it is shot by the Marder Roland 2. And now, well, Elukka was leading this game. He was being pushed on his flank, but he was still leading in terms of points. But now he lost Lima, he's lost his fob, he's lost all his northern defense, and he is well, losing in terms of points. 200 points behind his opponent is going to be pretty hard to win this game for Elukka. But hell, he's still got the point advantage, 5/4. Unfortunately, his reinforcement area is totally well contested. The TCT2s are falling. TCT2s are falling. He's got one heavy tank left. Will he be able to save it? He shoots at the Bradley but misses. The Bradley survives. Pretty lucky. The Bradley shoots and the ATGM is gone. And the TCT2M1 is killed. That's really well. And the commander, will the commander die also? No, apparently not. The ATGM does hit the ground in front of the Bradley, worrying him. That's, yeah, well, 2 shots by the Bradley, 2 tanks, and the 2 tanks worth shooting. The TCT2M1, it's really good. Over here the TCT2s have all been killed but one. Really bad decision here to sending the TCT2s. The Bradley still moving forward, still trying to snipe the vehicle, the commander here. ATGM going, the Bradley, the BRDM2U is moving, but takes the hit, and the commander is down. Now we can say it, Elukka is in a real shit and has lost this game at this point. And the Bradley shooting at the last commander and killing it. What a unit management with that Bradley. I mean, it's like he shot the 2 tanks that really mattered in the game, the TAT and the T62. Both tanks could have held the front over there, but they weren't over there, and he then sniped one commander with an ATGM and killed the other one with the autocannon. It's really the unit of the game. Really nice game by both players. A really aggressive strategy by Fiva, who lost a few units stupidly like the commander over there, but he maintained the pressure, didn't panic, maintained the pressure, captured India, captured Hotel, then went on Lima and circled totally his opponent, harassed his reinforcement areas whenever he could over there in Lima, over here on Mike, and well, it paid off in the end. I mean, Elukka was pressured everywhere on all his fronts, and he did a few mistakes of himself. As I said, both heavy tanks would have been here. I think he would have held against those light units, but they were facing the only position they shouldn't be facing, with the one with the Bradley and with the one with the cities and the forests. So yeah, a bit of a mistake here in my opinion. So, pretty balanced game in terms of command points. Even if Elukka is leading a bit, that's logical, but not enough to really make the difference. And nice pressure by Fiva, who managed to snipe the commanders in the end of the game. Well, the Mike was lost, that was for sure. All the units coming in, and well, the reinforcements from Mike, who could have defended Kilo, well, couldn't make it. They were fighting the chasseurs, so it was pretty much the end of the game. So very good game from both players. Very nice to watch. I hope you guys liked it. Fiva is now in the final and will face Delta in the final of the World Cup. Final that should be played, I think, next week. So from Monday 11th to I don't really know when, but Freaky will probably let them 1 week to play their final. It's going to be a pretty nice game. Well, at least I hope so. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you liked it, and see you next time for the grand final.